there. Ryan Falkenrath here, setthepacetriathlon.com, bringing to you another fantastic can't live without tip for Ironman Texas. So if you're looking at doing this event and you should be training up at the time of this video, it is January 8th. Right now it is the end of April for Ironman Texas 2021. So hopefully you are looking at proper workouts you should be doing. In the previous post I went over about the swim course. So if you got Ironman Texas swim course, so it's nothing crazy, one lap, 2.4 miles. Notice you got a bit of a jog, come back, and then you're going down the canal to transition. So it's not exactly the most typical of courses, a little bit of a meandering course. Typically you're going to be kind of a loop out and back or something like that, and you end up kind of where you started. Chattanooga is a little bit different. You're upriver and you end up downriver for the end of the swim, but this one's a little unique. So I wanted to throw out some possible workouts for you that could help you get ready for that kind of interesting outline of a swim race course. So with this, you won't really be dealing with, it's not true open water, it's kind of a lake pond type situation. So unless it's super windy, you're really not going to have waves in there to deal with. So you don't need as much maybe strength work like with paddles and other things to really, and doing pull sets to really build up your strength to get out there and do the swim. Now you need to be able to do 2.4 miles in one sitting and complete the race course and under your 2-hour time limit. But what you should be focusing on this course specifically is sighting and making sure you're staying on course. So I've got a workout here. I'll put it in the comments, a link to it. I call it the Pull Fest. So I've got 4,000, a 3,500, and a 3,000. It's interchangeable meters, yards, whichever kind of pool size you're working with. And it's got a description video link, so you can click on it and hear me talk about specifically this workout. So this is just kind of a flavor for one of the workouts that I use in my training, either making training plans or for my one-on-one athletes and what they get. But specifically, I like this one because it got some drills on there called the Tarzan Drill. So a lot of us, when we first started swimming, I didn't really start swimming until 2004. So I was in my mid to late 20s. My form was horrible. I tried to swim with the head up. So it's kind of a dog paddle, but freestyle strokes, or you're swimming with your head up. So I call that the Tarzan Drill. So when you're swimming from end to end and you're doing the stroke and you got your head above the water. So what that is doing is you're basically sighting as you're swimming. Now it's going to be pretty uncomfortable. It's going to make your neck feel bad. And it really incorporates some different kind of muscles that if you don't do any kind of sighting and you spend the majority of your swimming workouts inside in a pool, you're not going to get many opportunities where you're sighting. Hopefully you're getting some open water swims out there, but if you're not doing anything in the pool and you go out there and you go to race day, maybe you've experienced this before and just kind of forgot about it. You get out of the water and you stand up and your hamstrings are a little bit more taxed than usual after a swim. Your back's a little bit more tense. Well, why is that? It's because you've been doing sighting in the water. Every couple of strokes, you got to look up. You got to see where you're going. The key is with the Tarzan Drill, you're working this into your regular stroke. So you're not out there stopping, treading water, looking around, killing your momentum, and then start swimming again. Especially if you're going to be pushing that time limit in the swim, and your swim is not your strongest point. A workout like this, that drill specifically, will help get you in there, get you used to incorporating the kind of the Tarzan head up swim. So what I like to do is when you're out there swimming, every 3 or 4 strokes, you're looking up and it's a part of your stroke. You put your head back down. You're keeping your head right where it's at. You don't want to go too long in between sighting strokes, because if you do, and I'm guilty of this, you're off course and then you're spending time kind of swimming the Tarzan Drill for extended periods of time looking for the next buoy. So the last thing you want to be doing out there is wasting time being off course looking for the next buoy. Every 3 to 4 strokes, you're looking up. You think where that buoy's at. It should be straight in front of you. You look up, you find it. You keep doing your stroke. Keep doing your breathing. Come up, look. So you're almost substituting a sighting stroke for one of your regular strokes. So if you breathe every 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sight, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, sight. So you're incorporating that in your swim. So if you're not doing that in your swim workouts, and then you want to do that on race day, you're going to find that you're using muscles you didn't really think you'd be using on the swim. Your neck's going to be sore by the end of it, especially if you're doing a 70.3, 140.6 like Ironman Texas, especially on a course like this. Going out, you're going to be in pretty decent shape because it should be a straight line, but it's so easy. When I did in 2014, I ended up on the other side because this is a very narrow little space here. When you get out there and you start sighting the wrong buoy and you head towards it and you realize you're off course and a kayaker starts yelling at you, you waste a lot of time having to swim back to the regular course and then make this turn. So even though it's a straight line, it's easy to get off course. We all have a tendency to pull to one side or the other. So don't think you can sit there and take 10 strokes or something like that and stay on course. You're not going to stay straight. It's not a pool. You can't see the floor. You can't see the lines. It's hard to stay in a straight line. So if you're not continually sighting, especially when you come over here and you're coming down this canal, you're going to end up on the sides of the canal. You're going to end up in places you don't want to be. You want to be right in the middle where it's nice and smooth and you can get through and get to the transition area. So that is going to be, and like I said, I'll put it in the comments of this video. And I post in other places, so I'll put a link to this workout specifically. This is a one I would highly recommend that you go out and you at least pick up the Tarzan drill. If you don't do the end of the drills or the rest of the workout, whatever, Tarzan drill. So every couple of swims, or every swim, throw it in for a couple of 50s. Like I said, I wouldn't do it for like extended periods. I wouldn't do it for 200. I would not do it for 50. I wouldn't string together a bunch of 50s doing Tarzan drill because it could lead to things that make you uncomfortable and could lead to pinched nerves, all kinds of stuff. You don't want to get into that. What you want to do is get your body used to being able to sight and then get a rhythm for doing your sighting stroke so you can do your Tarzan drill. So that's a swim workout that I would highly recommend, especially for a race like Ironman Texas. Usually the water's decently calm. You're really not going to have to overcome a lot of waves or anything. You should be able to sight on either side with the waves not really being super intense. Sunlight might be a problem, but you wear tinted goggles, so it wouldn't be as bad. But really, sighting is going to be the key for this course. You could be the best swimmer in the world. You get off course, you're going to be out there wasting a lot of time and energy. You could be a marginal swimmer, and you're looking at, pretty tight cutoffs for the deadline, so sighting could be the difference between making the cutoff and not. So you could shave 5-6 minutes off your full Ironman time, because if you go back and look at your open water swims, I guarantee there are a bunch of zigzags. The way to get around that is proper sighting and working into your swim technique. Been there, done that. Tried it the other way. It does not work. Sighting works even though you feel like you're going slower. You're actually going faster because you're doing less zigzagging across the course. If you got any questions about this workout, about what I've talked about, put them in the comments. Send me an email, send me a message or anything like that. I'll be glad to get back to you. Tons of people have taken me up on different videos that I've posted out there. So hopefully this workout is a good one for you. Let me know what you think. Put them in the comments, send me a message, smoke signals, whatever you got to do to get a hold of me. And happy training out there, and good luck on race day.